Hello friends, and today we're going to look at two quick speedrunning Dwarf Fortress attempts that I made. This first clip is us getting set up. We're building a custom world. This is Dwarf Fortress Vanilla for Steam, the latest version, no add-ons, and we're creating a world that's going to allow us to find our first cavern in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That is my personal best for first cavern breach. The timer's going to start from the moment that we click off of the initial welcome to this map message, and it's going to end as soon as we get the you have discovered a cavern alert underground message. And it's only going to be 2 minutes. Again, the timer's not going to start until I actually set this up. What we end up doing is we set up all 7 dwarves with pickaxes and good mining skills. So they're very skilled at digging staircases, which is what we're going to need in this case. So, and then what we do is just on the embark, we make sure that there's no aquifer, because an aquifer could really slow us down or make trouble. So we search, we find a place with no aquifer, and then we make our embark. All 7 dwarves have pickaxes and they know how to use them, and then we tell each of them to just dig a staircase, probe straight down into the earth. And the first one to find it gets it. And so this ended up being, as you can see, enemies on normal, everything set average. I uninstalled my whole Dwarf Fortress and reinstalled it from Steam to make sure that I was using exactly what you would use if you tried it as of the date of this Dwarf Fortress test, the latest version with no add-ons. So as you can see here, I'm setting each miner up. Again, the timer hasn't started. Just to introduce you while we're doing this, the next 10 minutes after the first 2 minutes are going to be my second speedrun, which I did live. If you go to my live streams on this channel, you can watch that and hear my commentary and everything. But for the sake of just saving my voice today, I'm going to run that at double speed. So instead of it taking about 20 minutes, it takes about 10 minutes. But so the actual record on the thumbnail is correct. It takes about 21 minutes, and you'll see that. And you can also time it yourself when you go to the live stream. I actually had to re-record this because I was bad at math and I described times incorrectly. But so anyway, you're going to see this footage yourself. That's an important part of speedrunning. No vid, no did. So this is my official video for the 2 minute, 2 second first cavern breach. And then the rest of this footage is going to be just sped up to talk over. But you can go to my live stream if you want to see the 21-minute run where I talk through everything I'm doing. And that's to harvest 10 copper ball. Not copper balls. Harvest 10 copper bars from the mountain. And we'll talk about that during the run. Actually, while I did it live, somebody made it clear to me that I would have to specify about harvesting copper bars, because you can actually bring copper ore and charcoal on your embark and do this in like 2 minutes instead. So, but anyway, all right, so we're starting. See, so the timer hasn't started. We are paused at this welcome menu. So what I'm going to do, this is all I've thought of, is I'm going to circle it 3 times with my mouse, and we're going to do 3, 2, 1, and start timer. So now it's going to take, all my dwarves are getting pickaxes, and they're beginning to dig the staircases that I'm just drilling straight down. One thing is, so Dwarf Fortress, you can pause whenever you want, and that's usually good in gameplay. You pause, you take your time, you think about what you're going to do. But in speedrunning, that only slows you down, because your dwarves are paused, they're not working on something. You want your dwarves working on something the whole time. And, you know, opening certain menus will cause pause, will force a pause. So definitely speedrunning is trying to not engage any pausing. And I figured this out during these runs. You know, this is the early days. This is the infancy of Dwarf Fortress speedrunning as far as I know. Or at least I'm an early adopter. So, but we definitely learned pause as little as possible. Really look at your embark screen beforehand and see if there's a clever way that you can quickly do it. So again, this one's pretty simple. I'm not, let's see, I'm going into labor just to make sure everyone is digging. So, but that was seconds lost just to confirm that. If you can make sure that your embark is set up perfectly and you have a game plan going in, then you can really shave a lot of time. You can see as I search down into the earth that my staircases are starting. My dwarves are digging quickly because that they're trained as miners. And then let's see, where are we in? Oh, so sorry, I was looking at my timer, but of course with that intro, I can't tell you exactly when 2 minutes, 2 seconds is going to elapse, but it should be coming up any moment now. Oh, I said, so another way to save time is to set those hotkeys very quickly so that you can, use F1, F2, F3 to immediately recenter on zones of action that you need to check. In this case, I'm just like trying to troubleshoot and be like, okay, are any of my dwarves stuck, or any of them being lazy, or they should all 7 be digging straight down, and if not, why? And so, yeah, we just do this. One other thing that I would recommend is definitely set up a stockpile with like a stockpile that allows everything right on your surface. And that's going to be important because, there we go, time, right there. As soon as that came up, if you were timing it at home, you have discovered an expansive cavern deep underground. There's our time. So that was 2 minutes, 2 seconds by my timer. And we're going to switch to this next. I save it up. It has world record, BB. And right there, we cut to the second 10 copper bar and bark. And so, like I said, I got actually some really good advice about this, because somebody said, I'm not sure if this is true, I haven't had a chance to look it up, but they said that bismuth produces copper ore, and of course native copper does, and tetrahedrite does. That's the most common one. But so somebody was like, you should have just brought ore and charcoal on your embark. And I was like, that is a great idea. That's how you would do it if the requirement was any percent, like by any means, without cheating, in this case, to make 10 copper bars, then you could definitely just bring what you need and immediately set it up. But in this case, I was still experimenting with it. There was actually one attempt that I recorded but privated because the sound was messed up and it was a really bad run, but where I tried it on a volcano so that I wouldn't have to make charcoal. And I found that the time that it took for the dwarves to haul ore all the way up the volcano was actually much slower than this. So this is my second attempt. So my second attempt is just a flat basin. We're going to set up a quick stockpile. We're going to chop trees and make charcoal on our own. At first I thought I could save time by avoiding that with the volcano, but it seems like it's going to be faster in this case to just set it up real quick. So I made my dwarves good at mining so that they can find the tetrahydrite that we're going to use, make them, passable at wood cutting, wood burning, which is a specific skill that makes charcoal, and then furnace operating. And I think I might have even messed up on this one and gave them some blacksmith skills that they don't need. But so this is me very as quickly as I can, and it's also at 2x speed. Remember, if you want to watch the original, you can go to my live stream on Friday night and check that out. And I talk through it. I make a lot of mistakes. But so this is just me very quickly establishing like a mine where I might see some tetrahydrite. So I dig into the sand, but then I dig straight down. And you'll see that it works. Tetrahydrite's very common. Oh, one thing that I did on the embark screen was make sure, again, no aquifers, make sure that tetrahydrite was available. And right there, actually, it's white. It's the white kind of snowflakey looking stone. So, but I'm still just getting that stockpile out so dwarves can switch out what they need. I'm very quickly building wood furnaces. I think I was figuring this out on my own. So I built like smelters, and then I built something else like metalsmith, and I was like, wait, I don't need metalsmith. I don't think I just need smelters. So a little bit of correction going on. You can definitely beat this record, and especially if you're just trying to do the world's fastest 10 copper bars, do like someone in that live chat mentioned. They were like, yeah, just bring ore, bring charcoal, set up the furnaces, and then the dwarves only work the furnaces. They don't have to find. But I like this. So this is going to be my personal best for harvesting 10 copper bars worth of copper from a new embark. So I didn't bring any copper with me, or I didn't bring any ore with me. So that can be its own percentage. I'm going to call it like harvest percent, where you can't bring exactly what you need on the embark. The actual material that produces the item has to be from the map. And you can see here, I'm spotting tetrahydrite, and then I'm adjusting my dig orders to make sure that we're getting as much tetrahydrite. And then the other thing is, because everyone is either digging or constructing a building or felling trees, no one is stockpiling, which means that we have to adjust work orders for that to make sure that somebody is actually carrying the tetrahydrite to a place where it's ready to be smelted. So like I said, again, if you want to time this yourself and check it out, you are welcome to do that on my live stream. I wrote down somewhere, so by my timing, it was, I don't even have it here, but it was just over 21 minutes. I say it in the thumbnail. Let me see if I can pull up this thumbnail while you watch me figure this out in the video as well. But it was about 21 minutes. I'll make sure to get that before I sign off, just so it's on the official, gosh, I'm so disorganized. This is why everybody can beat me at speedrunning, because everybody is more prepared. I actually can't find it. Where is it? Well, anyway, it'll be on the thumbnail. It's about 21 minutes, about 30 odd seconds. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter, because somebody's going to be able to do that much, much faster immediately. So this is just really proof of concept to show people how you might be able to speedrun Dwarf Fortress. A few little options. You can watch my earlier video where I kind of posit that this is a community that could start growing. I really do think that there's potential here And yeah, ooh, did I find it? Oh, sorry, I'm still clicking around. There we go. Okay, so just for the record, my 10 harvested copper bar record, my personal best, is 21 minutes, 2 seconds, and 0.24. So 21 minutes, 2.24 seconds is, again, just according to my own kind of watching the footage myself, watching the video, and just looking at the clips and saying, okay, how long was that clip from this point to this point? In this case, okay, so one issue with the copper bar harvest thing is that, as far as I know, with no add-ons or anything added, to confirm that you have 10 copper bars, you have to click into the stocks and then search your bars and visually confirm, which I'll do by the end of this. And I end up having 12 instead of 10. So like that's a great example of I missed seconds because I didn't have a actual like stopwatch internally automatically applied to cut my game and like give me an alert at 10. But Dwarf Fortress is pretty easy to mod, so maybe you could, I know for a fact that you can set up custom alerts. So you might be able to set up a custom alert that says like, congratulations, this is your speedrun time. Actually, if you're in the modding community, leave me a comment, because now that I think about it, there would be a way to do that. Absolutely. You would be able to build like a special in-game timer for Dwarf Fortress speedruns only. But so you'll see as we're wrapping up, I go to bars, and right there, I'm like very quickly opening stocks and checking my bars to see if I'm there yet. And in the live stream, the first time that I do that, and we have 12, so we have more than 10, I call it time. But that's a very, as we continue to grow this science of speedrunning Dwarf Fortress, we'll have to figure out a more precise way to do that. Okay, it looks like I'm running out of time. I told you I could do it. If you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. All of that is engagement that really helps my videos with the YouTube algorithm. We are working towards a 500 subscribers special, and we are about 6 subscribers away, so you could make the difference. Thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it, and I will catch everybody in the next one.